AITA for telling my husband I want to move into the house I inherited instead of staying with his parents. I, F29, am married to R, 31M. Where we live, it is tradition for bride to move in with the groom and his parents until we have our first child. Now, one of the problems with living with my in-laws is that my MIL is so unbearable. She gets annoyed at the smallest things possible. And then we have to wait for my SIL, F22, to get married so we can start having children, as there isn't enough space. She's getting married by the end of this year. And if we want more than one kid, which we do, we also have to wait for my in-laws to die because the house is that small. Yes, I knew all these before getting married, but my husband assured me he won't let his parents impose that on me. If we both agree, he can talk to his parents and we move out, but now he's having cold feet. I mean, if your parents are hell-bent on following traditions, maybe they should provide at least a comfortable accommodation. You need to understand, I'm not just asking to move out to inconvenience or put more responsibility on my husband. When my uncle who raised me passed away, he left his house to me as he had no kids. I was closer to him than my parents. That house is big, closer to our workplaces. It's 5-minute walk to local school, and the most importantly, ours. So I want to move there. All of a sudden, my husband thinks it's a horrible idea even after we talk about all of this before now. I know he's being pressured by his parents, doesn't make it better. And he's always the trophy child, but I want kids and can't have them soon if we stay with his parents. Whole thing is causing a rift in the family, and I feel like the asshole AITA for wanting to move out of my in-laws' house. Stewie. So here's the situation. A 29-year-old wife wants to move into the house she inherited, a bigger, better located home, instead of continuing to live with her husband's parents due to tradition. Culturally, the bride is expected to stay with the groom's family until they have their first child. But here's the problem. The house is small, the mother-in-law is difficult, and they can't even start having kids until the sister-in-law gets married. If they want more than one child, they'd literally have to wait for the in-laws to pass away because there's no space. Meanwhile, she already owns a house, inherited from her uncle who raised her. It's bigger, closer to work, near a school, and gives them independence. So, is she the villain? Psychologically speaking, this isn't about a house. It's about boundaries and individuation in marriage. When two people get married, they're supposed to form a new primary family unit. But in this case, the husband may still be emotionally fused with his parents. He's described as the trophy child, which suggests he may struggle with guilt, approval seeking, or fear of disappointing them. That creates what psychologists call loyalty conflict, choosing between spouse and parents. And if he avoids conflict with his parents, the tension gets redirected into the marriage instead. From her perspective, she's not rejecting tradition just to rebel. She's prioritizing autonomy, stability, and future planning. Wanting your own space and the ability to have children isn't selfish. It's developmentally normal for couples to establish independence. The real issue, they talked about this before marriage, and now he's backing out. That breaks trust. The situation isn't about being an asshole. It's about cultural expectations versus marital boundaries, emotional enmeshment versus healthy separation, and whether the husband can step into his role as a partner first, son second. So what do you think? Is she wrong for wanting independence, or is this a husband who needs to grow a backbone?